At a recent press conference, Mayor Daley was joined by Governor Pat Quinn to discuss the impact the 2016 Olympic and Paralympic Games would have on tourism in Chicago and the state. Here are highlights of the September 22nd news conference.
Just alone in Chicago, we have registered over $11.8 billion in 2008 on transportation, lodging, food, entertainment, recreation, retail, trade. That spending generated almost $4.1 billion in payroll income, almost 132,000 jobs for Chicago area residents. That's directly and indirectly related. On average, every 89,679 spent by domestic and international travelers in Chicago directly support one job. Domestic travelers spending generated $214.7 million in sales and property tax revenues for the city of Chicago. And the most impressive contribution that the travel and tourism industry makes to Chicago's economy is 132,000 jobs it supports. That is amazing. That's directly and indirectly. People don't realize the impact dealing with these jobs. And they include executives, management jobs, union jobs, all over dealing with certain occupations. And so again, without these jobs generated by the domestic international travelers spending, Chicago's 2008 unemployment rate of 7% would have been more than double, about 16.9% of the labor force. We're all concerned about that. We need more tourists. We need more conventions coming into the city. And of course, with Lori Healy and Pat Ryan and all those others, both business and labor coming together for the 2016 Olympic and Paralympic Games, there is no single event could attract more visitors than that alone. That is a huge impact. And not just on 2016, but prior to that, all the major global publicity you receive. You take an example, Barcelona, before they received the Olympic and Paralympic Games, it was not on the radar map in the global as a city. And now, since they received it, they're one of the major destinations for tourists in the world is Barcelona. So you know it has a huge economic impact. Even today, when I visited there, they're still building and rebuilding the city because what the Olympic and Paralympics did for their city. And our destination as Chicago's U.S. candidate city for the 2016 has already raised our visibility. So far, we got major global publicity for the city of Chicago and the state of Illinois. And again, the economic impact would be enormous. The study commissioned by Lori Healy in 2016 and others, conducted by independent research firm, estimated 2.5 million visitors will be drawn to Chicago by the Olympic Games, Paralympic. Overall economic impact to the city will be about $13.7 billion. That study says hosting the Games would generate about 172,000 jobs in many areas, but especially in the construction, which is very, very important. We want to jumpstart that as quickly as possible. And of course, the hospitality industry goes hand in hand. The 2016 Olympic and Paralympic Games would make us better known to the world, broaden the perception that Chicago is a modern, diverse city for the 21st century, uniquely positioned to compete in the global economy for the best jobs, the best business, and other new investments. No matter what the International Olympic Committee decides, I firmly believe Chicago needs to continue to attract more leisure and business visitors in order to provide the jobs for our residents. And this press conference is on that alone, just more tourists and more conventions into the city. And so in these very difficult times, we see business maybe cutting back on convention spending and people cutting back on family vacations. So we want to remind everyone that Chicago is a world's destination place, that we attract visitors to Chicago. We're really creating jobs and maintaining jobs, both in the hospitality industry and, of course, in the construction industry, which is really, really important. I think people are getting excited about the opportunity of Copenhagen very shortly. It is on everyone's mind. It's like competitions, like turning on a baseball, football game, or a hockey game, a basketball game. It's there. We're very competitive. I want to congratulate Pat Ryan, the entire committee, Lori Healy. They have put a tremendous package together in regards to the facts and figures of our position. We have a strong position. We think we're in a very good position, but like anything else, it's very highly competitive. You have Tokyo, Japan, you have Rio de Janeiro, and you have Madrid, Spain, and they're just competing, and they're just as passionate as I am. Each mayor and the governors and everyone else about their position. And I think everybody's there, and we're just waiting. We're going to get there and make our last presentation. And again, I think it's going to be an enormous impact if we'll be able to receive this for the United States of America and the city of Chicago and the state of Illinois. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mayor. Thank you. We're going to win. Yeah. Well, I'm joining the mayor and the entire delegation next week. We're really excited about this. This is important for Illinois and important for really history. I know I was talking to some people from Atlanta and how the Olympics have changed their economy and improved job creation for Atlanta. You mentioned Barcelona, and also Sydney, Australia had the same kind of economic boost from the Olympics. So it's all about jobs, economic growth, and also making sure the world knows what a great place we have in Illinois and the city of Chicago.